What if one book that millions of people have memorized, word for word, a book that believers say was revealed directly from God, not all at once, but over 23 years? How did it begin? Who preserved it? And how did a revelation inside a small cave become one of the most influential books in human history? This is the incredible story of the Qur'an. Picture the Arabian desert over 1400 years ago. Just outside the city of Mecca stood a quiet mountain known as Hira. Near its summit was a small cave where a man named Muhammad often went alone. He wasn't searching for fame. He wasn't searching for power. He was searching for peace. The world around him was filled with idol worship, injustice, and tribal conflict. Something deep inside him told him there had to be a better way, so he spent days and sometimes weeks in complete solitude, praying and reflecting. Then one night, everything changed. It was the month of Ramadan. The year was 610 CE. Inside the cave, an overwhelming presence suddenly appeared. It was the Angel Jibreel. He embraced Muhammad and commanded, "Read." Muhammad replied, "I cannot read." Again the angel embraced him. Again came the command, "Read." For the third time the command came. Then the first verses of the Qur'an were revealed. "Read in the name of your Lord who created, who taught mankind what they did not know." In that single moment, history changed forever. Muhammad rushed down the mountain trembling with fear. He reached home and asked his wife, Khadija, to cover him with a blanket. After calming down, he told her everything that had happened. Instead of doubting him, she comforted him. She reminded him of his honesty, kindness, and generosity, saying that Allah would never abandon someone with such noble character. Soon after, they visited Waraka ibn Nawfal, a man knowledgeable in earlier scriptures. After hearing the story, Waraka said that the same angel who came to Moses had now come to Muhammad. He also warned him that many people would reject his message. That warning would soon become reality. But here's something many people don't know. The Qur'an wasn't revealed as one complete book. Instead, it came gradually over 23 years, sometimes a few verses, sometimes an entire chapter. Often the revelations came in response to real events, difficult questions, or moments when guidance was needed. This gradual revelation allowed people to understand, practice, and transform their lives step by step. The first 3 years, Muhammad shared the message only with those closest to him. His wife Khadija, his cousin Ali, his close friend Abu Bakr, his adopted son Zayd. Slowly, more people accepted Islam, but when the message became public, opposition quickly followed. The Qur'an challenged the beliefs and traditions of Mecca. It called for worshiping one God alone. It taught justice. It honored women. It encouraged freeing enslaved people. It condemned corruption and oppression. For many powerful leaders, these teachings threatened both their influence and their wealth. Persecution soon began, yet the revelations continued. As each verse was revealed, Muhammad immediately recited it to his companions. Many memorized every word. Others carefully wrote the verses on palm leaves, leather, parchment, bones, and flat stones. Muhammad personally instructed where every new verse belonged within each chapter. Every Ramadan, he reviewed the revealed Qur'an with the Angel Jibreel. In the final year of his life, this review happened twice. After Muhammad passed away, a new challenge appeared. Many of the companions who had memorized the Qur'an were killed during the Battle of Yamama. Fearing that portions of the Qur'an could eventually be lost if more memorizers died, the first caliph, Abu Bakr, ordered the Qur'an to be collected into one complete manuscript. The responsibility was given to Zayd ibn Thabit, one of the Prophet's trusted scribes. He carefully gathered written fragments from across the Muslim community. Every verse had to be confirmed through both written records and the testimony of those who had memorized it. The completed manuscript was preserved carefully. Years later, Islam spread far beyond Arabia. People from different regions began reciting the Qur'an with different dialects. Although the message remained the same, pronunciation differences started creating confusion. To preserve unity, the third caliph, Uthman ibn Affan, commissioned official copies based on the original manuscript. These copies were sent throughout the growing Muslim world. That standardized text became the foundation of every Qur'an printed today. Believers often point to a verse in the Qur'an that says, "Indeed, we have sent down the reminder, and surely we will preserve it." For Muslims, this promise explains why the Qur'an has remained unchanged throughout history. Even today, millions of Muslims, including children, memorize the entire Qur'an from beginning to end, continuing a tradition that has lasted for more than 14 centuries. Beyond its preservation, many believers also point to verses they believe contain remarkable insights. Some compare passages about the heavens and the earth being joined before separating with modern cosmology. Others point to verses describing the expanding universe, the protective atmosphere, iron being sent down, or stages of human development before birth. Believers see these as signs of divine knowledge. Critics argue that these interpretations rely on modern readings of ancient language and should not be treated as scientific predictions. Both perspectives continue to be discussed by scholars today. Regardless of where someone stands, one fact remains undeniable. The Qur'an has shaped civilizations. It has inspired scholarship, art, architecture, law, charity, and spiritual devotion for over 14 centuries, from a quiet cave outside Mecca to millions of homes around the world. The journey of the Qur'an remains one of the most remarkable stories in human history, whether you see it through the eyes of faith, history, or simple curiosity. Its story continues to inspire people across every generation.